So, welcome YouTube. I'm just here taking the day off, cleaning. Audio sync. Take two. So, I'm just here, have the day off cleaning. I got this notice, smoke detector testing. Please note that quarterly smoke detector inspections will be conducted Thursday, November 7th, 2024, starting at 2:15 p.m. Access to all second floor units is required. You do not need to be at home during the test. Management will accompany our service provider for the test. Make sure your smoke alarms have the battery replaced if they are beeping. Everyone has signed an addendum making this the tenant's responsibility to help keep this multi-housing unit safe. Unit inspections, if that's like they want things looking kind of nice. Kitchen areas are clean. So yeah, I need to kind of get to tending that. I thought I'd show a moment of semi-vulnerability. I say semi because yes, I did already clean this up a little bit just for the video. Not much though. I mean, for the most part, this is the mess that it was. Yeah. So I have to bend down just to, that's not right. I have to lift this up a little more. Hopefully that's doing okay. There we go. Thought I'd try one of those videos. I'm just trying different things and formats and concepts to see how they go. Cleaning really, I want to say I do enjoy it, but I don't. Once I get into it, I can kind of enjoy it. So there is that. That was my former trazodone prescription, I think. I'm off of that stuff now. I don't want people seeing that. Here's a pill crusher. That helped me get off of it. Cutting it in half. So I'm going to try to clean this mess up. My semi-vulnerable moment here. I find it really difficult to, like, for example, throw away this dish soap container because it has a little bit of soap in there. But it would probably be in my best interest just to throw it away. Will I? No, I'll probably have to decide to use that at some point. So you have this other one I bought. I just struggle with little things like that. I don't know if that's enough to be rendered like a mental health issue yet. It seems like I can manage to get things cleaned up for an inspection. I haven't ever really heard anything back that said, naughty, naughty, you have your house a mess. I haven't seen any like cockroaches or anything, but I admit it does look like that environment sometimes where there could be problem, but I haven't seen anything. I had a girlfriend once, years and years ago, that said your mess is like a clean mess. It's pretty easy to clean up in one day. Thanks. Last time I did feel pretty good getting this cleaned up. It seems like we just had this inspection, but time goes by so fast. Maybe, I think it was this summer. I don't know if they're doing this every 6 months or what. It seems like it was roughly that long ago. Last time they did this is my Ninja Foodie little tray thing, putting fries in and still having room for other stuff. I have to start putting stuff away. I have a lot of stuff out where I have easy access to it if I can find it. Right now I'm using the Audio mic. It's not really meant to be attached to your shirt, but I do have this magnet clip that I put on the other side of inside of my shirt. And the Audio is has a magnet on the back. So it does work quite well for that. It's a little bit big for that purpose. Like it'd be even bigger than the wireless Rode version of this, but I think it sounds pretty good. What do you think? Yeah, this is, yeah, I try to clean the gaskets of these things. This is like the Stanley tumbler lid, and then the rubber portion of this is a little harder to get back than your standard Yeti gasket, but yeah, there's that. Probably let that air dry or not. If I just wanted to put it away, I guess we're not going to let it air dry. We're going to put it up here, make things look nice. Yeah, kind of. I actually think I do have some glass cleaning type stuff. Well, that's for the dishwasher, which, by the way, I hardly ever use the dishwasher. I usually just do things by hand, even though I did buy some little packets of soap for that purpose. I think actually I just use it to store my stuff, which I think I may do now. I'll just put stuff in there for storage because there's not really enough in the cabinet. This stuff has been sitting here to dry. My little French press. I really can't open this one because that C-stand is there helping me record this video. So actually my own recording is kind of hurting me from getting into this cabinet. I could have opened those first, I guess. The doors. This here's for foaming milk, frothing milk, I should say. My niece gave that to me. Now that would be a little more handy if I had like a latte or cappuccino maker. I still use it. I use it for just when I run out of cream, I can froth some whole milk or something. I'm very slow at cleaning and knowing where to put stuff. I don't know. I even thought, whoops, that's loud. I even thought about hiring a professional cleaner, but it's not that bad. I can just do it. There's the whip portion of that. I don't want to lose that. Let's put it there. I don't know. What are your thoughts about being single, a single guy? I didn't really ever want to fall into this profile like some bachelor who fits the profile of having like a mess, just like a bachelor would have in his house. Unfortunately, that's kind of what it's become to some extent. My excuse, I guess, is I've put, this is one of my mom knows that I like these kind of knives, so she gave me a set of this Rada knife. These do not really belong in the dishwasher. So I'm gonna set this out until I find the rest of them. They're in a container somewhere. A little flat container. I know I'll find them like in, if I go in a search for everything I'm looking for in the moment, I'll waste tons and tons of time. So right now they can go on. Actually my daughter gave me these. I guess they all know I like knives. This is a different set from a different company. Steak Man. Oh, they're pretty nice too. And those come like in a wooden container. That's pretty nice. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to put stuff away. Best I know how. Actually, I finally poured I keep bumping that. Stop it. I finally poured the sugar from this bag into my dispenser. Yes, I was pouring sugar from that bag into my coffee every morning for a while. And when I ran out of sugar, I just didn't use any, but I finally remembered to get some. So, yeah, it's a lemon squeezer. Okay. A wine glass. It's not very shiny, is it? There's like, everything's like full. There's like no place except for this, and I can't reach it. Because, yeah. I guess we could just put that in there. And it's definitely new for me, YouTube-wise, to be doing a video like this. I don't like being totally unvulnerable, not sharing anything about myself. To share my messy tendencies is kind of a new level of vulnerability. And I wouldn't show you my full disclosure of that. But trust me when I say, even though it takes a while, I can get this cleaned up to an acceptable level for inspection. The only thing I had a little problem with this summer was fruit flies. Yeah, those got, for the longest time I didn't see any, then I finally did. But I had managed to trap them, either with sticky tape or that mixture there, or just apple cider vinegar and dish soap in a container like that. Yeah, I don't think there's any in that one because I emptied it out and put some fresh stuff in there, and there's nothing caught. Lilac mist oil, so I have a little diffuser over here. If I turn it on, it would smell better for sure. Nothing that smells bad right now, but it would smell really good. But this engine, the motor in here is pretty loud, and that would definitely show up in the video. I turned off my fridge for this video, by the way. It's a rather small apartment. It's pretty much a glorified motel room, to tell you the truth. Maybe a little better than that, but still, because it's such a tight space, the fridge, the compressor sound is pretty loud for video. Like, you'd never really notice it when you're not doing video, but when you are, it definitely takes over. Even the little fan on my hard drive, that one I didn't turn off right now, and it may pop up in this video. Like the last video I did, I just decided not to even mess with turning off the fan. And yes, I can hear it. And the mic just seems to pick all that stuff up. It's horrible. Manuka honey. Oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff I have. You know what I'm grateful for though? Is, so this video might be more for guys who went through a divorce, either recently or even many years ago, and are still sort of finding their patterns in life, I guess. I'm glad I had a stable job. Well, having said that, they actually laid us off, but they were, I guess, a good company in that, you know, there's severance and all that. I'm not sure how much I want to disclose of that because there's stuff you sign. Agreeing you're not going to say disparaging things. And there's really nothing disparaging to say. That probably was the best I've ever been treated in that regard. They just didn't kick you out on the street or anything, so that was good. Far from it. Some of that was probably due to my long standing with the company. So at least I was able to come out of it. That was like roughly the same time as my divorce. So my story in that is Divorce, getting laid off, but then they still want you for a while, so that's retention. And there's incentive to be retained and stay with the company until you're not with the company. I don't know, what's the good thing to do here when I'm cleaning? You can't see everything, but you are at a pretty wide angle, so you see a pretty large portion of what I got going on here. I have some supplemental stuff that I haven't been using, and if I put it in the cabinet, I'll even be less likely to use it. So I guess if I want to remember to start using this stuff again, hopefully I will because I bought it. People are probably going to go, no, 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 50 milligrams of zinc? What the heck? Well, if you don't agree with that, the good news is I haven't been doing it. But when I did do it, I did notice enough in it. I hardly ever notice anything when I take supplements. I'm just doing it to stay healthy, not to try to notice a difference. On that, I could tell if I had too much. Yeah, you could definitely tell. It gave you kind of that feeling. So I tried only to take maybe every other day or something, or to dose in a way that didn't make me feel kind of weird. This is supposed to help you sleep. I haven't been using it. I probably should. I got all these supplements. I was pretty good at taking them for a little bit, and then now I haven't taken anything. I guess once in a while I've taken this vitamin C again. This was a big deal. I heard someone talk about MCT oil. I was pretty good at that for a while, but I haven't been taking any of that. And if I was to take all this stuff, I'd have to replenish and buy it when I ran out. That would be another expense, right? Here we go. Here's a vulnerable moment. It's like pretty filthy in this area. They even got leaves from the polka dot plant that died. Yes, I bought a coconut plant in Fargo, North Dakota when I was visiting my daughter. It died, so I bought one online. I bought one online to replace it. That one died too. So many of my plants have been doing well. It's almost like I have a green thumb or something. But the polka dot plant, not so much. That one, like, decides it's had enough of me and it just dies. And it usually starts with one time where I didn't water it adequately enough. I'd water it, and then it seemed like it would make a bounce back, but then the bounce back seemed rather temperamental in that it would slowly just go on the decline and die. And I don't know if I overwatered it in the end or underwatered it, or both, probably both. So you will see a video if you look at the polka dot plant. That one didn't make it. Did not make it. And I'm not going to immediately buy another, but maybe I'll try one more time. I really do like the polka dot plant, how they look. I try not to overwater my plants, but I did notice even my Christmas cactus started drooping one day, and those don't like to be overwatered. And yes, I did water it, and it recovered in like a day. So, but that one's not nearly as high maintenance. But I didn't really think that the polka dot plant was supposed to be high maintenance either, but I've seen some videos that say, well, maybe they kind of are. I don't know. I do have the watermelon poperimia or whatever that's called. I can't remember how to pronounce it. That one is fairly okay to maintain. It hasn't died on me. No, I tried to propagate it. That didn't work. Actually, I didn't really try to propagate it. The leaves just fell off, and I thought, as a afterthought, I would see what I could do with the leaves. And I didn't do it quite right. And I knew I didn't do it quite right after the fact. When I stuck the leaves in the dirt at the wrong angle. And yeah, nothing ever came of that. Here's the water pitcher from Brita, which I honestly haven't been using. I just drink out of the faucet anymore. Don't judge me! I think we're just gonna, well, maybe I'll start drinking it the right way. Maybe, yeah, just bypass the filter altogether. Why not? Least I could do is not do that. I'm thirsty right now. I just had, before I started this endeavor, I went to the coffee shop and got something to eat. Like a breakfast burrito. I don't know. What do you think of this? Most of the time people have something to say that's kind of halfway interesting. For honest, our lives kind of have some mundane moments, and this would be one of them, so how can I make this interesting for the viewer? Oh, my mess is getting a little bit cleaner, little by little. I am not a fast cleaner. I will have to take off the whole day. Now, I had to take off some time anyway, and I think I was even kind of indirectly warned in a noon meeting. And, you know, the boss kind of might eye you. She's not talking to you directly, but talking to everybody, which it's like you, for those of you who have too much PTO, well, actually, there's only like one person on my team, and I knew it was me because I don't hardly ever take any time off. You have to use it up before the end of the year, or you're going to lose it. So that person is me. And I think people know it's me. Slowly, they'll come to realize it one way or another. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I do need something to drink. This is horrible thirst, really. That's not so clean. It doesn't look very good. Yeah, I look at my cups before I drink out of them. I mean, how much disclosure do I want here? Do I want to be single the rest of my life? Yeah, go. Is this a real turn off? I've had women in my apartment. I don't know what their thoughts were. They wouldn't probably tell me. Well, one did actually. She said you'd probably feel better if you had this chaos cleared up. And she's probably right. So there's that. That's been a couple of years ago now. Other than that, there really hasn't been too much company. I moved to Sioux Falls from Rapid City. In some ways, has isolated me even more, but I do have you guys on YouTube if you're willing to listen to me ramble and clang my dishes all about. Hope I don't startle you too much. I mean, I have things in random places. There's cutters. Could put that in a drawer, I guess. I have a hard time throwing things away, but it's not that I won't, because I'm going to prove that I can. I just threw that away. Oh, man. There's lots of grease where that came from. Most of that's from either sausage or bacon or hamburger. You know, the grease that accumulates when you're storing it. I mean, some people from the South would actually use that for like another session of frying something, but I rarely do it. And I'm going to have to probably get rid of it. I'm just going to throw it in the trash, I guess. Gross. My hands are full of grease right now. And if you just want to clean, sometimes you just got to get your hands filthy with stuff. Blech. It's the only way I need to get rid of that. And Don like products cut grease, right? So hopefully that'll help get rid of that. It's going to require a little more than that. Well, I have my other things to clean, like my stovetop. Lots and lots to clean. Maybe I'll do that next. I mean, I'll have to do a little more here, obviously, but I mean, that's the bulk of it for that one area. I have lots of other places to go. Fortunately, I kept my bathtub and bathroom a little more clean. I wouldn't say orderly, but at least clean. All right. Well, what should I do? Move my C-stand so you can see my stove? If I'm willing to be vulnerable, I hope I can gain some benefits. I mean, I have plenty of subscribers, so that's cool. I guess more? I mean, the kind that will actually take the time to listen. But that depends on what you want. I mean, I have a lot of subscribers that I listen to from time to time, and I may lose interest, and I understand that. But I may see another video of them later. Well, I haven't seen this person in a while. What are they up to? Well, check out what they have to say. Junk mail's another issue. You're not seeing that right now, but there's one from Aflac, and I wouldn't call that junk mail. They've actually helped me out, but keeping up with all the junk mail is awful. Can I say that? Well, let's do the stovetop next. All right. Maybe that I won't do a preliminary clean on. You'll see what it actually looks like, because it's not as bad anyway. All right, we'll go there next. Welcome to my stovetop. I think this will just leave the cast iron. Probably, oh shoot. Stuff drops on the floor a lot. Doesn't break, fortunately. That's my thyme spice. I think this stuff, well, that's actually clean. Doesn't look real great, but it's not shiny, but it is clean. That does need to be cleaned, that one there. This needs to be cleaned. Scissor can be, well, that needs to be cleaned too. Oh, that's a lemon. I think it's done. Okay. That's Gorilla Glue. I don't know what, I don't remember why I got it, but I'm putting it away. I'll probably never use the rest of that coffee, but maybe I will. Shove it in the drawer. That was store brand coffee. I do have the real stuff I bought right there. That cost a little something there. It is better. It is better. Some gallon freezer bags. To find a place to throw those for the time being. It'd be nicer if I actually had a place, right? I kind of do. It's back here in this little island thing I bought in Rapid City. There's more coffee. So maybe you could put those in a cabinet drawer or something. I usually actually do just like those out, so instant access in the morning, but maybe for the inspection I could actually put some stuff away. Maybe. If there's any place to put it. Yeah. Oh, it's Tupperware. I'm going to call them Tupperware. That gets to be, I'm not sure what that is. I threw it in the sink. Empty container of avocado oil. That was like 67.6 fluid ounces. How long did I take to empty that? I don't know, maybe a couple years. A little leftover apple cider vinegar. That's the real stuff. I just put that over there for right now. There's just random stuff all over. My spices are all kind of off to one side in this area. I have an ice cream machine that's kind of out. I can definitely put that away or just leave it out. I don't know where to put it. I mean, honestly, let's just get the stovetop cleaned. And explaining and cleaning is honestly a little bit more difficult. I mean, I feel like you're providing me a little company and maybe I'm providing you company if you're in a similar situation where you're a little slow to get things clean, but you keep your head above water and you actually do it every 3 months or so, whether you need to or not. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, a little more preventative measures would make it less daunting when you do decide to do it or decide it's a good time to do it due to an inspection. These are my vulnerable moments. I think I actually do have some of this stuff. Myers Clean Day. I mean, you can use your stove to store. That's not something I really like to do, but at least it gets it out of the way for right now. I don't know what kind of comments this will create. I haven't really endured a lot of criticism. A little here and there, but hopefully if it ever comes to that, I have a thick skin. What did I activate? I don't think I did activate anything. It's about to, though. Didn't change my clocks yet from the daylight savings time. Probably do that. I mean, you can just say, if you want to, just get a cleaning service once a month or something, or once a week if you think I'm that bad. Well, really, I have enough time. I should be able to do it when I'm not doing videos. It's not my subscribers' fault that I make good videos. At least ones that relate to something that you feel you need or benefit from. I don't know if my voice is the most ASMR-ish when I'm not doing ASMR, but I could be more conscious of making it that way. But I'd say in everyday life, my voice is soothing, but not quite to the level of ASMR unless I make conscious effort to make it more like that. I mean, I don't want to be whispering in my video right now. Toothpicks. I actually needed that one day because my Yeti, which I have the lid right now, I kind of know where stuff is sometimes, believe it or not. I wasn't able to take sips out of here real efficiently because these holes were clogged up with black mold. Not literally black mold, I don't think, just crusty stuff. So I had to look for these toothpicks, but I found this whole box of them. And yeah, I just poked holes right there and there. And then it worked again. I probably should clean this too. So it's not horribly bad because I do try to maintain my, but there is a little there, gross stuff. I do try to maintain these on some level, though not probably often enough. Because you can basically die if you don't clean these, which I don't know if I believe. Normally you'd suffer to that degree, but you could, in theory, get an infection or something in your heart, I think, from not cleaning these out. So, yeah, always remember, especially if you're a bachelor prone to untidiness, the least you can do, or the most you can do, is, if nothing else, keep the gaskets in your tumblers clean. Because if you are going to kick the bucket, that's not the way you want to go. Not from that. So I try to keep those clean. I think my first girlfriend after my divorce brought that to my attention and showed me how to take off those gaskets. Because honestly, well, I think I did by that time sort of know how to do it. I'd never really known the easy way to take those gaskets off. Poor helpless soul. But no, I figured it out. I think I've learned a lot since 2017. I can only... it's kind of funny. I was really adverse to the idea my divorce had anything to do with the will of God. And I'm still not saying that it is. I don't know what it is. It's just life. Though maybe in some ways I take a more existential view. But I mean, I certainly haven't abandoned some level of fatalism, or whatever happens for a reason. I don't totally buy into that, of course, because I'm too much of a thinker. Maybe not really an overthinker, because I do let it go at some points. Like, who knows? Who knows what the heck to believe in some of these things. Regardless, God does have a plan, whether it was a part of his plan or just making the best use of your mess, whatever. That is what it is. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't say it is what it is like a negative, or as a negative. It actually can be quite the gemstone if you just let it be that and cooperate with whatever processes are before you and I'm not saying surrender to nonsense, but then slowly, whatever you perceive as nonsense could be actually in your best interest. You just don't know till you know. And I still don't really know, like, was my divorce actually something I wouldn't say he's instigating it. I don't think it came from God, but in a sense, was there some element of me being put in a better situation? Well, at the forefront, I'm going to say no. In hindsight, maybe this is a better situation for me, and that's not to kick my former spouse under the bus. I mean, she would probably even advocate for some level of I was walking on eggshells. She was walking on eggshells, and maybe in some way she was trying to say we each deserve better. It was unfair to me. Now, do I go along with that 100%? Maybe not. I think there's some element of bullshit and truth all mixed in there, and it's up to me to sort it out if I want to, or it's up to me really not to sort it out, because there is no definite answer to some things that happen in life. So I guess let God make the best of it and move on. I know people present things a little more tidy and just say everything happens for a reason, and then that's your golden answer. And you're happy, fat, happy. But that's not the answer for everybody. Not everyone's going to buy that. I don't even know if I buy that. It's just too fatalistic. But I do buy elements of fatalism. I guess that it works. The best I know how to accept that form of philosophy, to whatever degree it can be used to facilitate my onward progress and development. Too bad there isn't one complete answer. There is, we're not going to get into that right now. You know who he is. It's Jesus. I know that. Just continue walking. Just a closer walk with thee. I mean, even she was saying, you're going to have to press into Jesus. She's leaving me. Now, some people definitely shake their head at that, sort of. But that's a better way to leave me than others have left others. I guess. I mean, that's leaving me in pretty good hands. I guess, right? Oh my gosh. Am I airing out too much stuff on YouTube? I don't think I've said anything that was like too disparaging. We all know that we're imperfect, and our former spouses are imperfect, and I suppose to some extent we still have some limited level of fondness for their well-being and happiness. It's not entirely limited. I mean, we want what's best. And I don't think I'm the only one who would have such, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm always trying to find the right word. What is that? I'm always trying to think of the right word. Oh, crap. Well, that was empty anyway. What fell was one of these fruit fly catchers. It was empty anyway, because all this stuff in there dried out. Powerball. I take it that was a losing ticket. I don't play that a whole lot. There's proof that I did, though. Can't deny it. Yeah, we went to Vegas one year. Well, my then wife and I. many years ago, probably 2014-ish, I'm thinking. Somewhere in there, 2015, maybe 2013. Work-related stuff. Probably put that in my smock so I could take it back to work where it belongs. I'm still trying to think of that word. It's kind of like your values, but it's not your values. It's the way you think about stuff, your sentiments. Yeah, the way you think about your exes. You're sentimental about the good things and hopefully minimally, now what's the other word I'm thinking of? Minimally, I'm not looking for the word grudge, resentful. Minimally holding as few resentments as possible. And I don't believe that doesn't come without any resistance, but it doesn't come with the full momentum of hatred or anything, or I guess maybe indifference in some ways is even worse. If you hated them, maybe you could learn to love them again one day. But since we both kind of have this indifference, is that worse, better? I don't know. We certainly were amicable. Certainly were amicable. Could have gone the other way, but we kept it amicable. Do my videos have to be about that? No. I do just as well to move on. But before I move on, I guess I'm trying to provide an opportunity to air this stuff out in the most appropriate way possible. Maybe I'll talk less about it. Maybe I'll talk more. I don't know. But my stovetop does look a little better on this side. It still needs to look probably a little more orderly. Have my spice rack. I'm always banging into stuff like that, for example. I did that on purpose, but spices everywhere that I only use. There's your health secret right there. I was talking about supplements. This I have tried to be a little more regular with, is cayenne pepper. If nothing else, try that. Try incorporating that into your diet. Not a lot, just sprinkle it on your eggs or whatever you use in the morning. Put it on your cereal, but don't eat cereal. If you want my advice, I love cereal, but you've got to, if there's one thing to put a stop to, it's cereal, unless you can find a healthy version of it. I don't know if it exists even. I do love cereal, but I noticed what was going on at night with acid reflux and stuff. When you get rid of that, it seemed to help significantly. Any hazards? That I should introduce into my diet. I don't want any right now, but I should. I really should. That's why I'm leaving it out. Oh my gosh. Oh. Trying to find a place to put stuff. I think it would look better if I got rid of this ice cream maker. Not as in get rid of it, but put it away. Where it was down here. Was down here in this little sectioned off place. There. It's been put away. Here's a container that's so nasty. I do believe we're just gonna toss that. It's so bad. Or maybe I will clean it. I think this is like a miniature food processor. Where to put that? Put that in that bottom little cabinet. This kind of stuff actually goes there. Can't believe there's not a little more print on here or something. It's not very decorative, but that's where you would put your spoon or something. I don't know if it wore off. I don't remember what this was exactly. Was it really this simple? That's pretty simple. Okay. Problem with being sentimental, whether it's about past relationships or your house cleaning, is things don't get thrown away as often. Not that I never do. I definitely make a decision like this has got to go. And then the trash bin outside can actually get kind of full, just for one person. This is it. I'm going to throw this stuff away. Say sorry to whatever ex-girlfriend gave you. I don't think I've thrown away flat out gifts before from a girlfriend. Maybe small tokens, maybe I have. Don't worry, there's plenty of stuff I have. Maybe someday I'll have to get rid of letters, notes, whatever. Okay. Well, if you think I have a problem, let me know, but be kind. I don't think anything I've experienced thus far is on the level of hoarders, but there's probably a tiny element of that. Just the fact that you go through certain things in life. I went through some counseling at the beginning there, but I mean, that's going to cost to keep doing it. You have to make the time to do it. Is it worth it? That's all a choice you have to make. Probably would be helpful to talk to somebody. I guess right now my YouTube's my therapy. Is that the right place for it? I think a lot of people are doing it, right or wrong. You can monetize the experience. Why not? Go. Okay. Okay, Doug. Actually, it's not a bad idea. I do want to keep within the realm of appropriate, even if I do push the bounds a little bit. Hopefully I haven't pushed them too far. Hopefully I haven't not pushed any envelope. I mean, if you don't push a little bit, you don't even know what system you're in, really, until you push and poke around a little bit. And what's keeping us in the matrix, so to speak? I don't know if I literally believe in a matrix, but I've considered a bit of the nature of reality, and is it a little bit scripted in one sense, form, fashion, or another? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I think the short answer is no. But no, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right at all. What do I know? Just one person. I'm willing to listen to ideas. There's lots of ideas on YouTube, especially about the law of attraction and all that. Christians will probably put up a red flag. Don't worry, I do believe I'm grounded. The anchor holes, that's why we have an anchor, actually. Probably going to end up countering some waves. Some of those waves could be the very things we believe in. Even the things we believe as it relates to our foundation or being so cautious about everything could actually cost you too. I mean, it all is a matter of perspective. I wouldn't go for tarot cards or anything like that. I guess that would be, I draw the line a little before that. I wouldn't even accept a pendulum swinging on my first wife's womb to try to determine the sex of the baby, even if it was just for fun. She goes, "You're taking this Christian thing too far." When I spoke up and was like, "No, we're not doing that." Probably because I watched Little House on the Prairie. No, it's deeper than watching a Little House on the Prairie episode. I don't remember what happened, but there was some episode where that stuff was going on. That's the way I was raised. We don't do things like that. Although I think I seen water witching on my property. I don't know if I seen it, but I think I heard about it. I don't know if we invited that or didn't speak up. I'm not here really to discuss such things. I guess I brought it up though, didn't I? Always looking out for the spiritual things we need to rid from our house. I don't believe there's anything in here that's like occultic that I'm aware of. But of course, someone from that perspective would walk in here and the chaos would probably be occultic or something, you know? Well, if they walk in your house and they're trying to clean it, they'd probably find something. But I've been around that movement. I'm not aware of anything in here that needs cleaning other than the chaos itself. It needs a little bit cleaning and maybe even sanitation on some level. That's why we have this stuff. I don't know, some of this discussion here is random, maybe even deeper than random, maybe free association. Free association. I had speech as a youngster, and it seems like it's, when I get into the video more, I get a little tiny bit exasperated just talking, maybe. And maybe it's time to end the video. I wanted to be real, I wanted to be relaxed and upfront. Maybe it's a little harder than it seems. We just got to keep the discussion, the one-way conversation going. But no, hopefully it is a two-way. You know, if there's the comment section, we can always have a little discussion. It's important to whoever you're talking to if you're going to want communication, to do it in such a way that I want to talk to you. And if you're an asshole, I'll probably just delete your comment, really. Even if you're not, and I don't like your comment, I might not engage unless you treat me with some level of respect. So there's boundaries intact with all that being said. Well, there's a lot more to clean than this stovetop, and you probably know that. And I'm not going to show off anymore at this point. I wouldn't mind showing off my island here, but it's just another segment of the same type of mess. There's just, like for example, this is on my island. This is the polka dot plant I was talking about that died. It no longer is. It's gone. So I'll have to find something else to put in there. I'll just put this back. Anyway, so my iPhone is up high enough where I'm going to have to get this little stool to stand up on so I can end this recording. Thanks for watching. Do remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. This went on for like 32 minutes. Me rambling on. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, thanks for watching. This is an experiment in being vulnerable about my mess. Is it a messy life? Not too bad, actually. The physical mess. I'm not saying there's not metaphorical mess. There is, but it's manageable, thank God. I am grateful for a job, being able to pay my bills. Yeah. Relationships. I've been able to talk to people when I wanted to. People have texted me back. Girls have women. I like to call them girls. I don't know. Did it lead to anywhere? Maybe not, but right now I feel a little close to myself. But I actually hope that leads to a place of being open later instead of just opening yourself up when you're not ready. I do believe soon I will be ready, but that's a total statement of projection and faith. Because at the immediate moment, even though I don't want it right now, I do want it right now. It's just a matter of, can you accept it? Is there anybody out there that would want to be with me and I would want to be with them? And actually being reconcilable or compatible. Reconcilable implicates the idea, or brings forward the idea that maybe there could even be a reconciliation, but I don't really foresee that. I don't shoot it down entirely. And that's not limited to spouses. Actually, there's only one spouse I'd even consider for that at all. But I think it's God's will we just move forward, actually. But I don't know. Nothing is in stone, and there's a slight hint there. I think it's laughable too. So if my spouse is watching this, you're laughing, I'm laughing too. Yeah. God bless you, whoever's watching, and we will see you in the next video.